Hey everybody, I thought, I haven't done a car vlog in a while. Remember, I'm not looking at you because I'm driving, but I'm talking at the same time. Kind of like, please keep your arm and hands inside the car, the ride vehicle at all times. I'm going backwards. I just left the vascular surgeon for my first appointment with them, and I thought I'd just kind of, like I said, I'm just going to do a little chitty-chatty car talk on my way home. And finally, though, I feel like I got a doctor who understands what's going on with my legs. And she said that she could hear my heart. This is weird. She could hear my heart in my legs or in my feet. So that was good. So she said that's good. But she's scheduling me for 2 ultrasounds. One to check my deep veins and one to check like the superficial veins. She wants to make sure that they're pumping the way they should be. She said, I can't remember now if it's the deep veins that pump the blood back up to the heart, or if it was the superficial veins that pump the blood back up to the heart. I don't really remember. But she said that it sounds like one of them is working correctly, basically. The blood is pumping down into my legs, but is it pumping back up to my heart? So that's why I could be getting the heaviness and the tiredness in my legs, because it's not pumping. The veins aren't pumping as they should. I hate where this doctor's office is, first of all. In my town, there's no light, and I'm one of those people. I'm not making a left turn on a busy street with no light. I can't. I have too much going on. So I gotta go right, then turn around, and like you went left to go back home, which is the silliest thing. That's just me. I'm just one of those drivers. I know you guys are sitting here staring at my steering wheel, probably filthy dirty, but whatevs, right? Right. We're friends. So, that's what's going on with me medically, at least with my legs. My other doctor, my primary doctor, what it was is I finally said, okay, after boycotting doctors for a year, I'm like, I need to get in to see the doctor. Excuse me. Because I'm just not feeling 100% me. So, I did go in, I saw her, we talked about my legs, yada yada. She's the one that referred me to the vascular. She said, now that we know that my heart, because I think it was last year, she had me take the test to check, sorry guys, now you're looking at the sky, to check if my blood, or, if my arteries were pumping to my heart, if my heart was pumping correctly, so on and so forth. And yes, so my heart's good, it's pumping correctly, so we're good there. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry guys. So we're good on my heart's good. And so she said, now that we know my heart's pumping good, we know my heart is pumping, essentially the vascular. So she sent me the vascular. And I have 2 grandmothers that had varicose veins, and I take after my one grandma, yada yada. I think I told you guys all this millions of times. And so yeah, so when I went and saw her, I'm sorry guys, our Denny's, we had a Denny's, it was empty all the time, which is funny because I'm from California, and the Denny's in California, there was like a Denny's on every other street corner, it felt like. And when you got done going out, hanging with your friends at the bar or the club or dancing or whatever you're doing, playing, everyone met at Denny's afterwards for, breakfast at 1 a.m. Here we had one Denny's, and it was never full, and so it closed after everything, and they're building something new there, so I'm just trying to figure out what they're building there. I don't know. Looks like it's going to be like a fast food, no, I don't think it's going to be a restaurant. I don't know. Who knows? It's a brown and red are the colors. I don't know. Would be a sit down or a fast food thing? Looks like a miniature Target. Anywho, so my doctor, my primary, we talked about my asthma, and I told her, look, I said, I took myself off of my inhalers. The pulmonologist had me on 2 inhalers, plus my rescue inhaler, plus he wanted me to have allergy injections, plus my nebulizer with my, my was it amoxicillin? I can't remember now what the medication was. Albuterol. Excuse me. Well, when I first started taking it, my feet swelled up so bad, I could barely walk. And I told them that, and they're like, okay, well, I said, could it be something with the medication, with the steroid? Oh, we'll figure that out when you come in. But anyways, I took myself off. I felt worse on the asthma medication than I felt off the asthma medication. So this is ridiculous. This is not happening. So I took myself off. Now, all you asthma people, before you say bad girl, I know I was bad. I know. I've worked in the medical field for over 20 years. I know I was bad. Just like I tell my patients, don't look at Google. You'll be dead. If you read Google, your symptoms on Google, you're dead. And what do I always do? I go to Google, I read my symptoms, and I'm dead. So, I already know. So when I was talking to her, and I said, look, this is what the pulmonologist put me on. I took myself off of it. I felt worse on it. She looked at my blood work, and she showed me on her little screen one thing. I don't remember what it was, but it was really bolded like in red for, hey, look at this. There's something going on here. And that had something to do with my asthma. And she said the type of asthma, I find it very interesting. I'm finding my body very interesting lately. Or the human body, I should say, very interesting lately. The type of asthma, and they detected it from blood work, that I have, I guess doesn't benefit from steroids, doesn't benefit from inhalers. So she said that there's that medication. I'm sure you've seen the commercials for it. It's an asthma medication. It's an injection. And you do it yourself. It's a self-injection. I'm assuming like with an EpiPen. The first time you do it, you take it 1 injection a week for 4 weeks. And then once it's in your system, you take 1 injection every 8 weeks. So basically you're taking it like 4 times a year, 3 times a year, something like that. But she said, with my type of asthma, this is what this injection is made for. So I said, sounds great. Sign me up. I'll do that if that's going to help me get some energy back. And she said, okay. So she's put in for that. They came back that they denied it, saying, through the pharmacy. The pharmacy came back and said it's not covered. You had to have prior authorization. So her nurse had called me when we were in Universal and said I'd have to go back to the pulmonologist. I said, fine, I really don't want to, yada, yada, okay. But then she called me back and said that Dr. B, that's what I call her, Dr. B, I've been seeing her for 13 years. Well, Sabrina's 11, so at least 11 years I've been seeing her. So she says, no, I'm going to put in the prior auth. I've got your medical information. We're not going to worry about the pulmonologist. I'm like, yeah. So she's putting in for me to see if we can get prior auth on this injection. I haven't heard anything since, but, the wheels of medical don't work. The wheels of the medical and health insurance don't work fast. So, or spin fast, run fast, whatever you want to say. I'll give her to like the 1st of April, and then I'll give her a call to find out what's going on. So, there's that. Hopefully that I'll get approved for that. She said if they don't approve me, she was actually going to talk to the rep and see what she could do for me. I think she's an awesome doctor. I love my doctor, my primary doctor. And like I said, I've been working with doctors for many years. I'm not a big fan of doctors because I just know they're all a bunch of BS. So there's that. So update on my medical. Update on Sabrina's dad and I. So this past week, he ended up leaving the girlfriend he was with. she wasn't a fit, was not a fit for him. And I knew it the first time I met her. I'm like, no, this just isn't right. So, he paid for it, not me. But I got him into, he can't do anything on his own. I don't know what it is with this person. Does anyone have a friend who just like calls you, hey, what do I need to do for this? And hey, what do I tell the doctor about this? And hey, what do I do? Do you have the phone number to this? Blah, 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 blah. It's like, oh my God, you're draining me. So that's what he's like. So he ended up staying at a hotel since last Tuesday. He checked out yesterday. I need to actually check up on him and see how he's doing today. I'm sorry, guys. There's so much going on in my town that I'm seeing like there's a sign off of the store. Are they closing? Who knows? They're empty all the time too. If you have a Belk's, they're empty all the time. So, oh no, they're turning to a Belk's outlet. It used to be something else that was there. There was a little, okay, never mind. Brain gone. So, he is staying down at the lady he was living with before him and I got back together, which I think actually is probably a good fit for him. Like I said, we realized we needed that 6 months to have our little closure that we never got to have, and so forth. And we have come to the conclusion, like I said before, he's my best friend. He's my soulmate. I'm content with me. I don't think I ever have to have any man in my life, which my friends are saying, don't say that, you may meet someone someday. I'm like, I really don't care if I do or not. I'm content to do my own thing, be my own person, go. I got married late in life. I didn't get married into my 40s. So I got married late in life when I already kind of was set in my ways. And I am set in my ways. I like being able to, if I want to take the weekend and go somewhere, I don't have to get approval from somebody. I don't have to run it by somebody that, hey, let's do this. I can do it. I can just do it. I've got people who can take care of Sabrina for me if I wanted to go have a girls' weekend in New Orleans, which I really want a girls' weekend in New Orleans. I want a girls' weekend in Atlanta. There's so much I want to do. And I don't have to say to someone, hey, I'm doing this. I can just do it. And that's where I realized that's just the person I am. We were married 5 years. It just didn't. Technically 7, but 5 years together in the marriage. 2 years separated, 5 years together. So we spent the weekend together, but it was because Sabrina had a basketball tournament. And I can tell you this. We had a really good time, and I think it's because we've been upfront and honest with each other in the last few months. We realize where we stand with each other now. We're not hiding anything from each other. We're not trying to be something we're not with each other. And I feel so, and everyone has said that we talked to, you guys are so mature about this. And I'm like, yeah, and it was nice. Like I told him, I said, that was nice that we could be in the same car, drive Sabrina to her basketball game, got to her game, we sat with each other, we cheered her on, we enjoyed the time together. He took us out to dinner. We went to Wendy's. It wasn't any big deal, but after her game on Friday night, and then we took him home because he's just got a motorcycle. So if it's raining or it looks like it's going to rain and it looks like it's going to rain, he can't take his car. He can't go, so we have to pick him up. So, and I'm fine with that too. As long as it benefits Sabrina, with him and I getting along, and it benefits her, I'm 100% for it. I grew up in a divorced family, but I grew up in a divorced family where my stepbrothers and sisters who are older than me were never called my stepbrother or my stepsister. That's my sister. That's my brother. We had, my mom was best friends with my stepfather's ex-wife's sister. And they would go, out and do girl stuff together. So there was never this like, oh, you're my this is my step cousin. Or we would have barbecues. We would have family get-togethers with my stepfather's ex-wife and her family. So there was never any separation. And I've always felt that's the best for the children. And I want that for Sabrina. And him and I have talked about that we see our life still being a family, but kind of a new type of family where we're not together as husband and wife, but we do things as a family together. Like, we're talking about taking Sabrina to the movies. And maybe it's just us kind of backwards way of being able to see each other, but we're open now more about it. I'm going to shut the car off. Sorry for the, my neighbor. But that's kind of an update there, guys. We had a really nice time. Sabrina actually, love my child to death. But you know, she's at that age where I say it's blue, she says it's green. The sky's blue, but in her mind it's green. You know, she argues the point about everything. You know, go take a shower. No. Go get up for school. No. Do the dishes. You know, help mom do something. But constantly arguing about everything. Oh, I got a honeybee. So, that's the point I'm trying to make. Her dad and I getting along, she still had her little preteen attitude, but she was nicer about it. So guys, that's kind of a quick little car update about our life. Everything's going well, and I'll keep you updated on my health. I'll keep you updated on, you know, how things are going with Sabrina's dad, with our little nuclear family. And guys, yeah, like, subscribe. We're all over the place. I'm all over the place. But that's the crazy that in me. So if you enjoy seeing somebody go off the edge, subscribe. It's free. Anyways, guys, love you all. Be kind to yourself and be kind to others. See you soon. Bye.